Alright, so heading back home from Publix in Waynesville to Canton, and we'll see how this does. I'm going to enable FSD here. This should go left. Should go left. As you can see, I should go left. Car turns the wrong direction out of parking lot. Now that feature is awesome. I love that I can just tell them exactly what's going on, why I disengaged. So I don't typically count that one as a disengagement, only because they haven't said that it should work in parking lots yet. And so until we're on the city street, I typically would not count a disengagement. All right, it needs to get all the way over. Is it going to? Yes, last minute. So that planning is not great. Again, there's not really any traffic. But if there is, you want to make sure you're over in the right lane right away, or other cars will get in the way. So 5 o'clock in the afternoon would be a good time to test that. All right, and waiting till the last second. That's not ideal. It was very smooth. It didn't jerk over into the next lane, but it needs to plan better. I thought that would be fixed. All right, so changing lanes to follow a route, the other lane would have followed the route as well. So that's a map issue, I think. It happens a lot around here where it thinks it needs to be in the left lane to follow the route, even if there are no cars around. So, would love if Tesla would make their own map data, or at least source it from a reliable source. Now, I would love if a car was merging on right here as I pass this exit. So typically what most people end up doing is getting in the left lane here, because people merging on are going so slow that you'll end up having to slow down if you're not in the left lane. So that's something I'd like to see at some point. Okay, a little early on the turn signal there. Very smooth taking that exit. That definitely is improved. It's not jerky when it gets off or onto the highway. So that is an improvement. Very welcome. The planning is still just, it waits too long to merge onto the highway. All right, so speed limit dropped and it slowed right down. So I don't know why it did such a bad job coming into town on the way in. But it slowed down very nicely there when the speed limit dropped. So one thing I've noticed is the speeding up and slowing down is a lot better. Okay. So, slowing down to this red light, for instance. Normally it'd be a little bit of a hard braking, and now it is smooth. And then speeding up actually has some nice acceleration. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice, but I think it didn't slow down for the flashing yellow light. I was looking at the fire truck with lights on, wasn't sure what they were doing, and didn't even notice that it didn't slow down. So I think I might need to go out this evening and test the yellow lights. Alright, so speed limit signs are missing here. They did some construction and never put the signs back up, so the car thinks it's 35 still. So I had to scroll the speed up manually. Not sure what the solution is for that, but you know, obviously it needs to know what the speed limit is, even if a sign is taken down or the map data is incorrect. So yeah, I have no idea what the solution is there. I know the speed limit because I know it, and it's common sense. If it's 55 coming the other direction, it's still 55 this way. And even just seeing other cars, you know, if I was new here and I had never driven this road, I would see the other cars speeding up and going 55 or 60, and you know, I would think, oh, the speed limit must be higher here. Okay, so up here we have a speed limit change that's a little bit different. So we've got the city limit which is where 35 starts. But the actual first speed limit sign is quite a bit ahead. We do have a few signs. So we've got reduced speed ahead right here. And then we've got begin 35 and 1,000 feet right here. And then there's a city limit sign, which is where 35 starts. So nope. Car does not slow down quickly enough for speed limit change. So it even showed the new speed on the screen, but it just was not slowing down. I like that the text at the top here is nice and big to tell you what the car is doing. That's something a lot of us have asked for. Just give us an indication of what the car is thinking when it does something. Right, so put us up to 26. Alright, so I need to edit my trip, remove that stop, and we're good to go. Looks like somebody didn't slow down like they're supposed to. Alright, so the car pulled up way past the line, but that might actually help this turn a little. Yeah, that's definitely smoother. Not sure it should have pulled up that far past the line in case the light turned red, but that was definitely smoother in that turn. Okay, that's a yellow light. Not sure if it turned red while I was going under it or not. I'll have to look at the footage. It should have stopped. There was time to stop there. Definitely should have stopped. Or, I should say, it definitely could have stopped. And... well, this is a new one. Now, as a human, I would have stopped further back to give them space in case they are pulling this way.
5 minutes later.
Car pulled up too far. Truck needs space to turn around. Alright, so now there's a line of traffic coming this direction. So alright, so there we go. Yeah, definitely would count that disengagement. The car needs to make decisions like that. It needs to stop further back if a car is, parked in the middle of the road sideways. It needs to stop enough to give them room. So how is this turn gonna do? Actually, considering there was a car there, did pretty well. I can't complain. That actually may be why it did so well, so I'll have to wait and see on that, but yeah, it was pretty good. And it was not doing a good job to go around that. I don't know why it just jerked back. I don't know if it would have corrected itself, but it wasn't slowing down enough to be comfortable with such a narrow space and kind of jerked back toward where that trailer was. So yeah, I don't know that I'd give a whole lot of praise yet. Definitely some things that need to be fixed still. Even some of the things that said should be fixed aren't really fixed. So, yeah, thanks for watching this one. And I'll do some more testing when I've got some time to actually get more in depth on some stuff. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.